remain standing as Indiana St. Bill, President of the Student Council and our Commencement Master of Ceremonies, leads us in the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by our national anthem by the contemporary vocal ensemble.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed, and the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free, and the home of the brave, home of the
Please be seated. Hello, and welcome to the commencement ceremony of the Nyack High School class of 2020. As I stand in front of you, accompanied by Superintendent Dr. Montesano, School Board President Michael Mark, Board of Trustees, fellow administrators, and members of the staff, it is great pride that I address you today. To the dear members of the Nyack High School class of 2020, although this commencement ceremony is not the one you envision, it does indeed mark the end of your chapter at Nyack High School and the beginning of your future endeavors and accomplishments. As you are aware, the recent pandemic has had a global impact which has changed the way things were once done, but in turn provides us the opportunity to shape the new norm. Take this challenge as an opportunity to grow and become a change agent in your world and our world. Throughout your Nyack years, you have demonstrated as individuals your intellectual abilities, your many talents on the field, in class, on stage, and as members of musical ensembles, but collectively, your genuine love for one another is by far the most obvious characteristic of this class. Continue to be good people, celebrate your accomplishments, strive to become the best version of you, set ambitious goals, accept help when needed, be genuine, have integrity, and pursue what you love. Satisfy your passions, take time to feed your soul, do rewarding work, and be kind to others. Systemic inequities, effectiveness of leaders, and appreciation for school, love for our families, and the need to socialize with our friends have become more noticeable as we navigate through these challenging times. This pandemic has provided us all a pause and time to think, to simultaneously be reflective and look forward. Seize this opportunity to plan your bright future, learn something new, explore your inner self. Although the members of the class of 2020 will be remembered for the challenges you have faced and the sacrifices you have made, as you move forward, you're remembered for the discoveries you make, the people you impact, and the good work that you do. This experience reinforced what we already knew. You were strong and possessed the ability to persevere and to endure challenge and change. As you enter college, the workforce, or the military, be mindful of your responsibility as an individual and as a member of society to be an influencer. I thank you for the hugs we exchanged and the many laughs and some tears we shared. I wish you great success in the future, and until we meet again, be well, stay fabulous, and know you are loved. Congratulations to the class of 2020.
The valedictorian of the class was the student who has achieved the highest academic average among those graduated. Isabel Hyder will be attending Vassar College in the fall. It is my pleasure to introduce Isabel Hyder, valedictorian of the class of 2020.
Hello everyone. I'm so glad that we're gathered here, finally given the opportunity to celebrate our graduation in person on this field. All of the drive-bys and the virtual events that our class has gotten to experience have been incredible. To everyone who watched the virtual ceremony last week, I apologize as this speech is essentially unchanged from the one you watched then. But I'm glad we're finally getting to have a ceremony that resembles the graduations we've been to in the past and imagined for ourselves. I've always been very resistant to change. When I was in elementary school, I cried on the last day of school every single year. I would pretend to be sick on the last day of summer camp so I wouldn't have to go and say goodbye to everyone. So for me, leaving high school seems really difficult too. It's not that I'm not excited to be moving on to something new and different, because I am. But missing out on these last few months of our high school experience has been pretty hard on all of us. When we were first coming into high school, I don't think any of us expected the next 4 years of our lives to be easy. Navigating our classes, meeting new teachers, adjusting to a new workload, high school isn't supposed to be easy. Before coming to Nyack, I went to a tiny private school in West Nyack. Coming here for my first day of high school, I was going from a class of 9 students to a class of over 250. I had no idea what to expect. At the time, looking ahead, I was feeling in many ways unprepared to face the obstacles I was sure were in front of me, and I was terrified. In the beginning, it was a little hard to adjust. Even though I had lived in Nyack my whole life, and there were some faces I recognized, it was overwhelming for me to be thrust so quickly into this new environment. It took a little while, but I did adjust. With the support of my classmates, my friends, and especially my teachers, I got used to all the change. I've had such great teachers here at Nyack. I have so much gratitude for every one of them, and I'm especially grateful for the teachers I had my freshman year. I can't tell you how much time I would spend going to extra help at lunch or after school to ask questions. My friends complain that I spent more time with my teachers than I spent with them, and it's probably true. But because of my teachers, and my friends, and my family, that I'm even giving this speech right now. The support I have felt at Nyack has been so incredible. I really think that the way our community comes together to support each other and to support what matters is truly unique. We have gotten through the last 4 years together as a class. We've worked together, we've built friendships and partnerships, and we've come a really long way from where we were freshman year. But today sort of feels like that first day of high school all over again. Each of us are going off in our own separate directions now, many of us excited about what's coming next. And I am excited, but I'm also terrified. Older generations are always telling us that so much of the future is up to us. And it's true, because honestly, the future that we're inheriting is not an easy one. Our generation will have to face huge issues like racial injustice, poverty, and climate change. While it's scary to think that it will be up to us to work toward finding solutions to all of those things, I know that we can do it. We don't have a choice, but actually we already are doing it. Here at Nyack, I have friends who want to go into criminal justice reform and become welfare workers. I have friends who want to become teachers and lawyers and scientists. I have friends who are involved in climate activism and in social justice activism, trying to get the attention of our world leaders now so they can make changes before it's too late. I have friends who are members of organizations that go into New York City to help feed the hungry and clothe the homeless. I have friends who are using social media and other platforms that weren't available before our generation to amplify their voices and to fight back for what they know is right. Our generation is focusing more than any past generation on a huge range of issues, from mental health to police brutality to environmental justice. Our generation is showing everyone the benefits of embracing change. So while the little changes in our everyday lives may still seem nerve-wracking, we need to put things into perspective. Leaving high school and starting college, or a job, or some other project probably won't be easy for us. But I guess that's the point. Just like high school isn't supposed to be easy, life after graduation isn't supposed to be easy either. Going out into the world and confronting problems that no one has dealt with before won't be easy. And even if we're not going to solve these problems using algebra or grammar skills, Nyack has given us so many tools that we will use. We've been developing skills like problem solving and complex thinking every day that we come to school. Being in a classroom and working with other people, working through problems, those are skills we'll have to use for the rest of our lives, regardless of what each of our individual futures might hold. That's really what these years have prepared us for. We may not have control over the changes that come at us as individuals or as an entire generation, but we do have control over how we respond to them. That's one thing I've learned from all of my teachers and my classmates at Nyack. There's always something more that we can be doing. So class of 2020, I'm confident that we are ready to face whatever challenges the future may throw at us. My hope for each of us is that we embrace the opportunities to make a difference. Congratulations, everyone.
Thank you, Isabel. Mr. Michael Mark will now join me for the presentation of diplomas. Graduates, please stand. Dr. Montesano, Superintendent of Schools, members of the Board of Education, Mr. Mark, President of the Board of Education, by the powers vested in me as Principal of Nyack High School, I present to you these candidates for the diploma, whom I certify as having successfully completed all the requirements of that degree.
Ms. Saiva, with the powers vested in me by the Regents of the State of New York, as President of the Board of Education, and on behalf of my fellow board members, I accept these candidates before me for graduation.
Please welcome Mr. Teasdale for the presentation of the diplomas.
The Nyack High School class of 2020. Gabriel Scharf. Evangeline Sherman. Julian Schlanger. Oliver Schneck. Joseph Scully. Matthew Sapedi. Cameron Shelley. Caroline Sherman. Alexis Sigillo. Skylar Small. Tyler Sosa, absent with permission. Nicholas Soto. Marissa Stellato. Xander Stone. Zaheem Stroud. Aiden Segru Neuendorf. Eden Sullivan. Jace Tannenbaum, absent with permission. Brian Tannian, absent with permission. Darius Taylor, absent with permission. Michael Terzakis. Karishma Thakur. Tyler Tibbert. Gregorios Thomas, absent with permission. Kayla Treville. Nilson Umana Pletez, absent with permission. Karen Urusha. Heidi Victor. Malcolm Viner Alexander. Jack Vipolis. Bethsaida Vital. Celeste Vutsinis Close. Marcus Vuktadai. Brennan Walker. Tyson Walker. Revere Wayne. Scott Weck. Charlotte Weiss. Haley Weiss. Erin Wendholt. Kyle Wendholt. Tracy Wang. Spencer Whalen, absent with permission. Akenty Wheeler. Joseph White. Luke White. Stephanie Worms. Samantha Yolanda. Conrad York, absent with permission. In 12 hours since we began at the letter A, we have arrived at the letter Z. Carla Zamora Guzman. Emma Zatz. And Paige Zeltzer. Ladies and gentlemen, the Nyack High School class of 2020.
Graduates, please stand. By the authority granted to me by the state of New York through the Board of Education of the Nyack School District, I hereby officially proclaim the preceding members of the class of 2020 to be graduated. Graduates, please move your tassels from right to left. Congratulations to you all. Please remain standing for Nyack High School alma mater.
Nestled in the Hudson Valley, midst the mountains proud, proudly stands our alma
sharing in our celebration. Thank you for your patience, and thank you all for your support and for trusting us to do this right for our students. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. I haven't been able to say that yet today, but now that the day is done, I appreciate all of you that I've spoken with, all of you, I've trusted you and your input, and I really do appreciate it from the bottom of my heart, but together we truly got this done. And I'm so happy for our students. It's been a long day for all of us, but each and every person that's standing in front of you, from our maintenance crew to our security staff, to our custodial staff, Belleville that's always here, Clarkstown Police Officer Kelly, each and every one of us made sure that we were able to do this and do it right and do it with pride and not compromise anything of our ceremony for our students. And I think that statement is a very, very large statement and evidence here today throughout the day. So I really truly thank you all. I know this is only 1/5 of the students and the parents that we saw today, but I just wanted to get that out now that we're done for the day, and just to congratulate you all. And I really do appreciate all of your input and all of your help and all of your support. Congratulations to you all. Have a great evening. Thank you. Now we're going to rush you all out so we can sanitize our seats again and get everything broken down. But thank you so much. Have a good evening.